Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a pretty big Farfetch haul. I think it's big. Yeah, it's a big Farfetch haul. And I'm super excited to reveal all the items that I picked out. But before I dive into today's video, if you are new to my channel and you love all things luxury, if you love fashion, if you love handbags, there's a handbag in here, then I think you should hit that subscribe button below. And also the bells can be notified when I upload new videos. I upload every weekend and then I try to do a midweek upload, or I might have occasionally a midweek upload sometimes. Okay, so let's dive right into today's video. Like I said, there is a handbag in here and I think you're going to be pretty surprised with my choice, but I'm going to save it till last. All right, so Farfetch. If you are new to my channel, then you probably don't know I have done multiple collaborations with Farfetch. Before I even actually started to do any collabs with Farfetch, I was already familiar with them and I had already shopped with them quite a few times because I do have a massive amount of luxury brands and designers as well. So they've got luxury brands, they've got designers, they've got upcoming designers, they've got environmentally conscious designers and all that sort of thing. Like there is a huge amount of items on there. But yeah, Farfetch is a huge retailer of all these different brands. They've got about at least 3,000 brands on their website. They also have a pre-owned section as well. Actually have beauty now as well, so they have makeup products on there as well, and I think there's a bit of skincare on there too. I'm based in Australia, so the beauty part hasn't launched officially here yet. If you're in the UK, if you're in the US, you can actually get access to beauty on the Farfetch website. So I'll put a little screen roll here so you can see what I'm talking about for the Farfetch beauty aspect. But yeah, like I said, Farfetch, I'm very familiar with them. I have been buying with them for a very long time, so I can definitely vouch for them, and that's one of the big reasons that, you know, I do these collaborations with them. But I've actually been able to get you guys a coupon code for the Farfetch website as well. So it's going to be 10% off, so I'm going to leave the code on the screen. That's going to be applicable on the Farfetch website worldwide, and then I'll also have the details down in the description bar down below. So open that up and the details for the coupon code will be there, as well as all the items that I'm going to be showing you guys today. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with the clothing first. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the clothing first, or am I going to do the shoes first? Actually, you know what? I'll do the shoes first. All right, I'll do these shoes first. I wanted to kind of show how each item was sort of packaged. It does kind of vary because Farfetch actually connects its customers with boutiques all around the world, department stores, brands globally all around the world. So if you're buying multiple items on Farfetch like I did, you receive multiple packages sort of thing, because these have come from different boutiques or department stores all around the world. Let me open this up, all right, so you can see what is inside. Like I said, this one is shoes. So this is how this one came. Like I said, I've kind of already unboxed it. So this boutique has wrapped it up in, you know, a pretty yellow sort of paper wrapping, actually made from recycled materials, and they are like reusable. So if you do need to return an item, you can just use the box already that it's come in. I'll talk a little bit more about returns later, because there is an item that I am thinking of sending back. Actually, even this one, I'm actually thinking that I might be sending back. Now, this is actually Birkenstocks, and I was looking for like a platform kind of Birkenstock. My first ever Birkenstocks. Isn't that weird that I've never actually owned Birkenstocks before, but my best friend loves Birkenstocks. Like, she just wears them all the time. But yeah, it's the first time I've ever actually bought them, so I'm not as familiar, but I do know that they make really sort of comfortable shoes, and that's why, you know, I decided to buy these. So they do have a platform on them. As you can see there, it's quite a chunky sort of platform, but when you actually got your feet inside, it's not as high as I kind of hoped it would sort of be. I think it's only around about like, I think it's about 1.5 inch high as an actual platform, which is still, you know, it's still good. Then the whole way down, your foot is in that bed a bit, so it's even lower down here. It's only about 1 inch. They do feel pretty comfortable, but they say Papillo, or Papilio, however you say it, just on here, whereas I'm pretty sure the classic Birkenstocks actually say Birkenstock on the actual buckle. But yeah, I'm not that wrapped in them, so I kind of think that it's better off for me to send them back. But if you are like on the Farfetch website and your size isn't available, you can actually set up a wish list alert and click on the section that says size missing, and it'll bring up this pop-up on the screen. And you can also do this on the app as well. So you go ahead and select the size that you actually need, and you select that you want to get a notification when it comes back into stock. So if you actually have the app, it'll send you a push notification that it's come back in stock. If you don't have the app, that's fine. You can actually just get an email alert when the item comes back in stock. So with the Farfetch returns policy, it is super duper easy to organize a return. You pretty much just go onto the Farfetch website within 14 days. So you just got to make sure it's within the 14 days. Otherwise this option won't be there and you won't be able to return your item. You'll go ahead and, you know, specify the return, and then it'll come up with a screen for your booking confirmation. And what that is actually you automatically booking a courier pickup. The courier will come to your door to pick up your item. But yeah, if you paid any taxes in your order, you get that back as well. Yeah, and you don't have to pay to send it back. Notice with some of the other retailers, like the other competitive retailers to Farfetch, even though they're not as great as Farfetch, they sometimes charge you for shipping. Like you have to pay your own shipping to send it back. And sometimes you don't even get your taxes back as well. But with Farfetch, you do get the full amount back, just excluding the shipping costs that you paid, and they will cover the return shipping. So you don't have to pay any out-of-pocket expense to send it back. And that's a big thing for me too, is that I got to try these on in the comfort of my home. Not that wrapped in them, but it's very easy for me to go onto the Farfetch website and organize that return and have the courier come to my house or go to your work address and pick up the parcel and send it back. And then, you know, within around about like 10 business days, you'll get your refund, no problems whatsoever. Actually, I'm going to do this one first because it's kind of hanging up on my camera. So this is a Alexander McQueen t-shirt. Oh, look at that, it is so cool. It's got this cute corset lace design, and then in the corner over here it's got Alexander McQueen, and then at the back it has the corset lace detailing with like a zipper sort of look to it. Very, very cool print. It's just printed on. It's not an actual lace, but it does give you the illusion that you've got like this corset on. So this one I actually picked up not at the same time as the other items, that's why it's not in the box, and I've, you know, put it on the hanger instead. It was a single piece that I had picked up on the Farfetch website. They do have another option as well, which is the white t-shirt with the black corset. So if you're more interested in that, I'll have that linked down below as well. But then I'll also link this one too. Sizing is actually a little bit different for this though. Now I'm usually about a size 42, 44 Italian, but this is actually like a bigger make. So yeah, it was a bit different, this kind of sizing. So I took a size 40, which is definitely different. It's an oversized fit, so I think the intention is that it's supposed to look like a boxy cut t-shirt, but I didn't want it to kind of fit that way. I wanted it to be a little bit more like fitted. So yeah, I ended up going down to a size 40. So if you are looking to get this, I'd suggest go down at least one size if you want it to kind of be a little bit more like a shirt that you wear with skirts or something like that, or tucked in with high-waisted jeans. Always go down to the size and fit and see what information's there to kind of help me when it comes to picking out my size. All right, so the other item is another piece of clothing, and it's a black one as well. This one just came in like a kind of like a plastic sort of seal bag. So this one wasn't wrapped anything fancy, which is okay. You know, it does kind of vary, like I said, with the boutiques, but this was technically a sale item. So I picked up this Calvin Klein jeans dress. So it's got a ribbed top. It's like a really lightweight sort of stretchy ribbed top. The band here is actually elastic as well, so it's stretchy, and all the way around it has Calvin Klein jeans on it. The bottom part is kind of like a soft sort of polyester kind of blend. Yeah, very flowy sort of fabric. This is in a size large, and because this was on sale they didn't have all the sizes. I would have preferred if it was in a medium, but I think I can actually get away with it in a large. It's a little bit sort of like looser in the top half. This one is another clothing piece, and this particular one, I think that the sizing on this runs a little bit small. This one was packaged a little bit more fancy, so it's got like a purple ribbon, tissue paper. So this one is from a brand called Gestuz. I did look them up. They're actually a European brand. I think they're Denmark, if I'm not mistaken. But their designs are very much like Scandinavian sort of vibe. If you read their brand statement, they say that, yeah, their clothing is designed for, you know, the everyday modern woman with a Scandinavian inspired design. So that's the vibe that I definitely get from it as well. I think that it's a really beautiful color. I love neutrals. I love that it's got pockets in it. Got pockets on both sides, which, come on, I wish more dresses had bloody pockets in it. Seriously? Like, how cool is it when it actually has pockets? The brands, if you're listening, make more dresses with pockets. I love them, and I think they're great as well if you're using like mini bags. You can just put your phone in your pocket. So yeah, like I was saying, the sizing on this one is a little bit different. This is a medium, which is typically my true size, but I found it a little bit fitted in the top section, that it was a little bit difficult to kind of zip it up on the side here, because it does have like a side zipper. But yeah, and the fabric is stretchy, but it's a bit more like, bit more firm. I think that I probably am better off with a size large. So I'm gonna see if there is a size large on the Farfetch website. I'm actually quite short, so this is technically a midi dress, but on me, it's the maxi dress, and it goes down to almost my ankles. So yeah, that is the last clothing piece that I have to show you guys. Now let's do the handbag unboxing. So this is probably gonna come as a surprise. This is definitely not the kind of brand that I typically buy when it comes to handbags. I don't think I've ever actually revealed a bag from this brand ever on my channel since I've been doing YouTube. I think I started in like 2018, late 2018, pretty much 2019 or something like that. But I have owned a bag from this brand before. And it was a trend bag a long time ago. It was huge. Back when it was like the Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie sort of thing as like influencers. But yeah, I picked up a bag from Chloe. And as you can tell already by the size of it in the dust bag, it is a big bag. And that's another thing, is that I typically don't also buy big bags. But I feel like I needed something like this in my collection, because like, even though I absolutely love mini bags, I love crossbody bags, no doubt about it. I love my Birkin 25. That's been such a great purchase. But I needed something that was bigger and something that was user-friendly for me to use with my kids. And that's something that I definitely been lacking. And let me show you what it is, and then I'll talk a little bit more about why I think that this should work out as a purchase for me. To be honest, not everything does work out, unfortunately, and not every bag that I've revealed on this channel has worked out for me. But I feel like this one, I've got high hopes for this one. Yeah, I've got high hopes. Without further ado, I picked out the pretty popular, actually, Chloe Woody Tote. So yeah, this bag, I have seen it all over Instagram. It's not even been like an influencer bag or anything like that. This has not been something that like influencers have been pushing. This has actually made a name for itself on its own accord, which I think is really good when a brand doesn't have to like gift bags to all the influencers and shove it down our throat. I like when they come out with a design that just sells itself. And that's what I feel like the Woody Tote really does do. I feel like this design is unique. I feel like they've just done a great job with this tote bag. It's kind of gives me a bit of like that Dior book tote sort of vibe, but it speaks for itself. Like, it's not like a full-on like design copy or anything like that. It's got unique features that aren't really in other tote bags. Like, these shoulder straps are super duper convenient for me. I had the Dior book tote once upon a time in the original size, and those straps, you could not use it on the shoulder. It was like so high up in your underarm and so ridiculously uncomfortable. And those straps in the Dior book tote, those rolled handles, were really hard. Like, they did not feel comfortable to have on your shoulder. Whereas Chloe has designed this tote bag with beautiful, comfortable, soft fabric shoulder straps. This flat sort of design here, so the straps sit on your shoulders comfortably, and then it's got this leather trimming as well to stop the friction that happens between the straps. So they've actually created a very thoughtful design to help the bag's longevity. I like that it's got the logo straps on it, but it's not like full-on brand Chloe all the way across there or anything like that. It's like a very, like, it's a kind of a sleek design, because this cotton webbing, which I think is like a cotton anyway, but this webbing sort of design is quintessential on the Chloe sandals as well. So it's something that Chloe has been doing for a long time. So I feel like this is not kind of like just slapping a logo on a bag or anything like that. It really has stayed quintessential to the Chloe design that they've carried through for many, many, many years. Because I'm more of a person that pays attention to like like design detail, and that's why I'm such a big fan of Hermes, because of that design detail. The Chloe bag kind of ticked that box for me in terms of like design detail. Just those little things matter to me. It's a bit of a quirky thing that I have, but I mean, we're all different, right? And we all should like different things, because if we all like the same thing, we'd all be bloody boring. So I think for me, this ticks those elements that I need, with my quirky personality being like a bit of a design fiend. It's got leather that runs all the way over the bag as well. So not only did it have the leather on the straps, it has the leather all the way around, which again is going to help with the overall structure of the bag, because leather is a thicker, sturdier component, and the rest of the bag is a fabric kind of canvas. So it's a bit more softer, it's a bit more slouchy, but that leather holds it in all together, so it doesn't like totally drop with your contents in it. That leather is going to be that support feature there as well. Plus it's going to help to kind of give it a little bit of slight elevation as well, because it doesn't have feet, which is kind of hard to come by with tote bags anyway. I wish that it had feet, but it's not a Birkin, right? It's not a Birkin, it's a Chloe bag, you know? So I have to cut it some slack. Beautiful stitched detail. It looks kind of like a saddle stitch. And this is actually like a brick, it's like a brick red kind of leather, which I think is really nice. It's got that kind of equestrian boho sort of look to it, with that color of leather, in my opinion, on this sort of contrasting neutral creamy colored base. They do have some other sizes of this, of the woody tote. They've got like a small version with a crossbody strap. They've got like a bigger version of this. There are so many different designs of the Chloe woody tote that if you don't like a light colored one, there's probably a darker option for you. It's actually like a fabric sort of inside, but it feels like it's slightly coated. I also discovered when I read the care booklet that the bag has actually been treated with a water repellent. So that would mean not only is it going to help to repel water, but I think that would mean that it also would help to repel stains, or, you know, prevent staining from happening. I'm really excited to incorporate this into my wardrobe. So yes, I am keeping this, and fingers crossed that it does work out for me. I think that the only thing I've got to be mindful of with this is that it is a canvas bag, so it's not as easy to kind of care for as leather, but I feel like I can look after it. It does feel like a really sturdy, strong sort of textile canvas. Like you can kind of, if you look up close at the detailing of it, it looks like it'll be really hard wearing. It doesn't look like it's delicate or anything like that, so I think it's going to be fine. But yes, that is it for everything that I picked up from Farfetch. Don't forget, I will leave that coupon code in the description bar, and I'll leave it again on the screen here so you can get a discount on the Farfetch website. It does work for all the brands that I have shown here today, including Chloe. So if you're looking to get a Chloe woody tote for yourself as well, you can actually apply that discount code to get a discount on the price. So yeah, that is it. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you have the Chloe woody tote, let me know your thoughts. Do you enjoy it? You know, share your opinion on how it's been wearing and that kind of thing, because I'm pretty interested. I think, like I said, I'm pretty hopeful that it is going to work out, and I want it to work out because I need a tote bag that's, you know, casual but also designer, because I love designer handbags, quite clearly. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to open up that description bar, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!